Some of you might have been wondering how my super insulated house has fared the polar vortex. And pretty well. I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, but that's not a factor. I'm a little bit sick. Because right now in here, I have this set at 72. But, well, the calibration's off on that a little bit. In the house right now, it's 69 in both rooms. Oh, and the humidity in here is 44%. And the only way I can keep that low is by running the ERV ventilator, which is a heat exchanger ventilator. It's been very comfortable here. The outside temperature right now is like -5, and it was down to -8 last night. And one of the few problems we've had is our door freezes up because of the humidity condensing on the seals. You can kind of see there's frost there and frost down here. And I'm sure that condensation on the window dripping down doesn't help either. But we don't have a storm door, so I'm sure if we had a storm door on the outside of this, that would help. I just haven't bought one yet because the one we want is like $300 and we don't have extra money to spend right now. We can look at the thermal camera here, see what everything's looking like. We can clearly see the backing for the door handle there on the door. And then along the bottom we see that it's dark blue cold. Now underneath the door is a bit different. So all the way around my house I have 5 inches of foam insulation on the outside and normal 2x4 walls that have blown cellulose. But under the door, for proper support, they built that out with solid wood. So there's a solid wood the whole way through, and wood is not a good insulator. It's like R1 per inch or something. Another interesting observation today is I can see the studs on my exterior walls with a thermal camera. And to a certain degree, I can also see, like right there, we can see the joists in the ceiling. What else? I do have some condensation on windows, but ultimately it's not very much, considering it's -7 outside or whatever. Normally people with double panes or single panes would have either frost along the bottom half of the window or like the whole window would almost be frosted over. But in my case I just have a little bit of condensation. An interesting thing with this condensation though, I wonder if it's there right now. No, I don't see it. But that window there will form an icicle on the outside from condensation on the inside dripping through. I don't know how much energy it's using. I didn't look at the meter last night or take a meter reading myself to compare. But my heat sources for this entire time have only been... okay, there's multiple heat sources actually. There's a mini split. There's a heated floor in the bathroom. There's a 500 watt baseboard heater here. And beside our daughter who's sleeping, there's another portable radiator plugged in, and it's on the lowest setting, which I think is like 800 watts. And it's cycling on and off. But the other one, the 500 watt heater, pretty much stays on all the time. And I have to run the extra heat on this because the floor is still not insulated. I think we know who to blame for that. I can't get a whole lot of work done with her around because I take care of her most of the time. And comfort-wise, well, comfort-wise, the house has been extremely comfortable. There's no drafts. I don't feel cold. I mean, I'm wearing shorts even in the house here. I have the sweatshirt on because I'm a little sick and I was taking the dogs out. Anything else to report? No issues with freezing pipes either. I was thinking about that. So all of my pipes in this house are inside of the exterior walls, except for one section. And two pipes for the sink come up behind the fridge here in the wall, and then horizontal behind this stuff and into the sink cabinet here. Now, the pipes are only about this deep into the wall, so it still has like 8 inches of insulation on the outside of the pipe, and 1.5 inches of insulation, or 1 inch of insulation on the inside of the pipes. So that keeps them from freezing. I didn't have to like let the sink dribble or let anything run. It works, and I don't have to worry about it. And oddly enough, this exterior temperature is not abnormally cold here. Like, I remember 2 years ago at my old house, it was -25 one morning. And let me tell you, the tires on my car, well, those flat spots take a few miles to run out. So that's where we are. And for those interested, there's the turbine spinning. It's not making any energy right now. It's going too slow. So zoom out. There we are. So that's where I am for our house and how it survived the polar vortex, which has been, I guess, how I designed it and how I built it. It's working how I expected. So, yep. See you around.